Hello, I think we are live. It says we are. My name is Jaime J. I am the founder and managing director of Bottleneck Virtual Assistants, where we help stop the bottleneck in your business. And this is my Wednesday Facebook Live every Wednesday at 9:30 Central Standard Time. I'm on a couple minutes early because I not only want to put this on our page, you can go learn more about Bottleneck on Facebook by going to our Facebook page that is facebook.com/bottleneck virtual assistants. That makes a little sense there, I guess. But I also want to share this on my profile, on my timeline here. So I'm going to be hopping on and sharing this while we get to cranking on here. And hopefully, if you can see this live now, but if you have any questions, by all means, let me know. And I'll be happy to answer them either while we're doing this or as we go along. As of today, it's Valentine's Day. And the information that I will be sharing today, the topic for today's discussion is, what is the topic for today's discussion? Let me see here what we can do here. Okay. Here we go. I got distracted because today is Valentine's Day. It's a great day filled with love, joy, kindness. So happy Valentine's Day to you. I hope everything goes well for you today and you have fun with your loved one, your significant other. If you don't have a specific loved one or significant other, enjoy the day, call it family, enjoy maybe an extra thing of chocolate today. Just indulge and have some fun. We're going to be talking about roadblocks to growing your business. And while today is Valentine's Day, the information that I will be talking about is relevant to, or hopefully evergreen, so that no matter where you are or when you come to the point where you're experiencing some overwhelm or challenges with scaling your business, some of the things that I mentioned today can be helpful. Hopefully they will be. Let me go ahead and share this on my timeline real fast, and then we'll hop in here. Let me go here. I'm going to share, and let me go here. Okay, there we go. And I posted it. Holy cow, technology is awesome. Okay, so we're live on here, 3 minutes in, and now I'm getting started. It should be just about 9:30, maybe 9:31. So good timing on our part today. But yeah, so what we're going to be talking about today is not only just in essence roadblocks to growing your business, but being able to identify or possibly foresee what may be happening there. And then also some tips and strategies on how you may be able to overcome that. So roadblocks in business, what are they? Holy cow, they could be a bunch of things. And as a result, a bunch of things like not knowing how to get your message out there. You want to grow your business, but you don't really know where the best place is to go. You don't know how to market your business. Do I need to be on all these different social media? This is all roadblocks. And each one of these, big or small, if they're not dealt with or planned with, or yeah, I guess planned is a good word. If you don't plan on this stuff, the overwhelm can just be incredible. A lot of us experience overwhelm, stress, and this could just trickle down to all kinds of different things. So there's a couple of things. Anytime you come up with something that you don't know or don't understand, that typically has to go off to the back burner, right? Because it's a big challenge. But once you decide to pull the trigger and scale your business, and you really want to go out there and build it up, that's half the battle. So you should pat yourself on the back just for starting the business, just for growing it. If you've been running it for a while and you say, I really need to dive into this, maybe want to go in a different direction, don't be afraid to, I hate saying this word, but pivot or adjust or shift the direction you're going in. Sometimes it's not sometimes, oftentimes it's very scary to do because you've been going down a certain path and now all of a sudden you're going to change that path. My best advice for you there is be honest, be vulnerable, let people know what your experience has been, where your challenges have been, where you've tripped up. I think, in my opinion, people will respect you a lot more the more authentic that you are and the more transparent you are. So when we talk about roadblocks, some of those challenges that come up, whatever they may be, often comes because we are not familiar with something that we're doing, right? So that's scary. I say dive head into it, but also make sure you're surrounding yourselves with others that you can lean on for their expertise. And this is why it's really important to surround yourselves with people that get you, that understand your message. And if you haven't heard my podcast yet, it's called Cultivate Strategy. I have amazing guests on there. I just had Tamara Thompson on yesterday, so that'll be coming out in 3 weeks. And she is amazing because what she's done is she's created a story about herself, her life, her vision, her mission, and whether and what she's done is be able to get other people to really latch on to that story and believe in that story and want to be a part of what she's doing. And that goes to speak volumes about her character and having the strength and commitment to be open and honest and transparent. And it's amazing what a little kindness and transparency will do as far as bringing others into your world that have a similar belief system. This support that you have, whether it's through a mastermind, a group of friends that you meet with, make sure that you're doing this consistently, right? Meet with them once a week or once a month, but make it happen, because it gets lonely sometimes as an entrepreneur or a manager that's trying to grow a team or a division. It can be challenging because while you want to have a good relationship with your team, your staff, your employees, it's very difficult to be able to confide in them when you're hitting roadblocks. And so the best way that I feel that I've overcome a lot of my challenges is reaching out to those closest around me, for whom I respect unbelievably. They're super talented. They're doing well in their business. They don't have all the answers for their business all the time, but you know what? By getting together, we can help one another out based on one another's experiences. And so I want to give a special shout out to people like Tom Schwab and Big Aaron Walker, Gabe Arnold. These are all people that are doing incredible things, and they have surrounded themselves with great people and great teams that buy into a vision and mission. And I think it's really important that you understand what your vision is and what your mission is. And these are two very different things. A mission is, what it is that you do, how you do it, and who you do it for. And a vision is where you strive to be, where you aspire to be, where do you want to go in your life and with the company. And what's really important is as you're growing or scaling and you're bringing on support team members, employees, whatever that may be, they need to understand what you expect and where you're wanting to go and drive the business, so that the least amount of surprises that they have, the better off they are. So roadblocks can come in all kinds of different forms, but it's largely one way to overcome or jump over the hurdles is to be very open to communication and be very clear about where you're going. Now, some of you may have heard of me talk about this before. I don't know. But there's two things that I believe that drives the scalability of a business. And number one is direction. Number two is clarity. So let me explain the difference. And there's a lot of talk going on right now about clarity, and you have to have clarity in order to move forward. I tend to disagree with that, and I apologize if that offends anybody. I don't mean to offend you. But I think there's a big difference between clarity and direction. I think by doing the research and finding out more about yourselves, who you are, what your belief system is, and how you can integrate that into your business so that you attract like-minded individuals, both for your clientele and for your team. It's very important to have an understanding of a direction. So that's why vision is key. But let me give you this example. If I'm driving to another state or to a location that I cannot see the destination, I know that I have to go in a certain direction to hit that goal of arriving in that city or that state, right? Although I cannot see the turns up ahead, and I don't see the oncoming traffic at a certain point, and I don't see, the stop signs and the green lights until I get to that part of the journey, I understand what my direction is. I do my research by looking at the map and checking out what's going to be maybe the most safest way, or what's the fastest way, or where do I stop along the way to get fuel or to eat. So I have a good direction, but clarity I do not have yet. And I don't have clarity until I actually reach the direction, because now I've accomplished all of those goals, the planning, the act of doing it, and getting in the car and actually driving, pushing on that gas pedal. This is something that I think really needs to be recognized and thought of as I make this journey along to this destination. When you get there, what's really nice is now you have the clarity. I'm here. I can see that I'm here. I've gone through the stoplights. I've refueled. I've eaten. We're here. We're safe. We're sound. Now what? Right? So once you achieve that clarity, it's time for the next part of the journey. So now we have to go back, right? I've never been there before, so this has been really cool. I've seen new things and cool places to go and things to do, but now it's time to go back. I've done my deal. I've hung out, done whatever I need to do. Now I need to drive back home. Now I'm a little bit more familiar with the road back. However, there still can be things that come up unexpectedly. Maybe there is a truck that's broke down on the side of the road and is blocking one of the lanes. And so the highway patrol has a lane blocked off. So there's a lot of traffic and congestion. A bottleneck occurs, right? So I have to be prepared for that. Now, when I leave, a lot of times when I leave from some location, I'm not thinking about that. I'm not thinking that there's going to be a traffic jam or a bottleneck, but maybe I pop on the AM radio station that's going to tell me about traffic jams and things like that. Or maybe I have an app or something to that effect, even though I don't drive. I shouldn't drive with my phone out there. But so maybe something pops up that you don't expect. Maybe your fuel gauge breaks and you don't know that you're low on fuel. Something may occur. All I'm saying is that these roadblocks are inevitable. They're going to come up. It's how you deal with them and what your mindset is when you approach these different roadblocks. So things happen. I was going to say something else, but things happen. And as long as you prepare and put your mindset in a certain area to where when something does happen, what do you do? What's nice is I'm big on systems, processes, workflows. Thank you, Scott Beebe. You're the man. mybusinessonpurpose.com. Go check them out. But what I've done is I've tried to create a system and process for everything and continue to create along with, our amazing team, Raina and Yang and Karen and Christine. You guys are amazing. Rohan, it's so awesome to see all of the systems and processes coming into place. One thing that you can do is when you experience the roadblock, no matter what kind of roadblock it is, you can have a system or a process in place on how you deal with that. And I think, first of all, you have to think about it, right? Focus, finding opportunities by creating uninterrupted strategy sessions, right? Focus on what it is that needs to happen in order to get out of that roadblock or bypass that roadblock. And what you'll find is if you can figure out a process that works for you and break it down into a step-by-step process, I think not only will you be prepared once you hit these inevitable roadblocks, but you'll be able to navigate around there and not get as stressed out, and embrace these roadblocks because these are learning experiences. So one of the things that we do here is we do 3 steps. Whenever we plan for something, we break it down into, number 1, what is the objective? Number 2, how do we achieve that objective, right? What strategies are we going to use? And number 3, what is the timeline we're going to achieve that objective in? And when we approach anything, whether it's a marketing campaign, whether it's a roadblock of some sort, no matter what it is, we approach it in those, using those 3 steps. And from what I've found is if I can revert back to these 3 steps, it now takes the stress off of me and it allows me to focus on these 3 different tasks. So I can immediately, if it could be a traffic jam, okay, instead of honking my horn and getting road rage and doing all of that, focus on the 3 objectives. Okay, the first thing is, what is the goal here? What is the objective? What situation am I in? The second thing is, what's my strategy? How am I going to fix this issue? Can I fix this issue? Whatever's out of my control, I can't control, don't worry about it. So the third thing is, what's the timeline? Okay, so if there's a traffic jam and traffic's barely moving along, am I able to get off at the next exit and then travel around the back way? And how long will that take me to, get there? So if you can do those 3 things, that might really help you avoid some roadblocks. So let me see. It looks like we have a question here. Let me go and check it out here, see if we do have a question. If I can find it here, because I have multiple screens open. Yeah, I know we had one pop up somewhere. So I think it was Rich there. I know he may have had a question. There it is. Just what's up? What's up? Oh man. Doing well, Rich, hanging in there, having a lot of fun. And Fernando, do you hire worldwide? Heck yeah, we hire worldwide. in the world of the global economy of the interwebs, yes, we do. We sure do hire worldwide. So if you're interested in learning more about us, you can go to bottleneck.online. Sorry for that little sidetrack there. But yeah, in any case, Rich, what's up, man? So that's how I deal with roadblocks here. You have to figure out your own journey, but think about it. Work out a plan that works for you, works for your team. And anytime you're going to grow or scale your business, plan for it and break it down real simple like we did. Find 3 steps that work for you. For us, it's what is your objective? 2, what are the strategies you're going to use to achieve that objective? And 3, what is the time I'm going to be to appreciate and realize that objective? So it's a really easy process for us. I hope that helps you out. If you are experiencing roadblocks or challenges, overwhelm, anything like that in your business, please reach out to us and let us see if we can help you out. A lot of times this can be something that is solved pretty easily with some assistance from others. If you do not have the wherewithal to bring somebody on board, or you're not quite ready to bring somebody on board, this is what I suggest you do. Do something as if it's the last time you're ever gonna do it. Again, Scott Beebe, thank you for that. I live by that mantra pretty much these days. And what that means is write down every single thing you do when you do it, if it's a repetitive task. The reason why you want to do that is because now you're building out the workflows and the processes for your business so that when you do find something that you're able to delegate, this is going to help alleviate a lot of roadblocks on the training when you bring somebody on for the first time. And what's cool is it's hard to get what's in your brain out there for someone else to perform on your behalf unless you write it down. Right? You have to write it down or create a screenshot or a screen capture, right? And record it, whatever works best for you. There's ways of getting what's in your head out on paper or on the video screens or whatever it's going to be. But unless whomever it is that you're going to hire has direction from you, you will never be able to gain clarity, and it will be so frustrating for you. And I don't want that. So we'll help you stop the bottleneck in your business. Contact us at bottleneck.online. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. My name is Jaime J. I'm the founder and managing director of Bottleneck Virtual Assistants. And we look forward to helping you out any way we can. This has been a Wednesday Facebook Live here at Bottleneck. Thanks so much for tuning in, and hope you have a happy Valentine's Day. Bye for now.